breakout room. Bring your client back. All right, so we are on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Xavier Santiago, file number 2018-18950FH. We have Rhonda Underwood appearing and being appointed to represent Mr. Santiago. Today is the date and time scheduled for a violation of probation pretrial. Ms. Underwood, how do you wish to proceed with Mr. Santiago?
Your Honor, I believe I'm not exactly clear on whether there are charges coming. I've talked to Mr. Santiago, and I believe Mr. Santiago, Your Honor, would plead to the alcohol violation if the other violations were dismissed, Your Honor.
Without prejudice?
Looks like
were dismissed and with prejudice, Your Honor.
What were you going to say, Ms. Holly?
It looks like the charges today at 1 o'clock in district court. I don't know how you want to handle it. We can do it that way.
Looks like he's being arraigned on new charges today at 1 o'clock, Ms. Underwood.
Okay, that answers my question. Then, then we're going to have to put this over, Your Honor.
Okay, all right. So I believe my next available day would, Miss Adams, can I do April 6th?
April 6th, Your Honor.
Hold on, I'm asking Miss Adams. She'll let me know if I can do that.
Is this a trial or what are we doing? I'm sorry.
Another pretrial rearrangement.
You
Or
have
when
about
would you like?
10 you have about 10 sentencings that morning.
Judge, we can do
I guess the
what-
5th, April 5th.
All right, hold on one second.
If you want to handle it the way his attorney was suggesting, that's fine.
And she's up with prejudice though. She doesn't want him to be able to be violated for the new charges.
And I wouldn't, I mean, it'd be addressed in the report, of course, but
All right, Miss Underwood, Miss Holly stated that she would have no objection to dismissing 1 and 3. But if he pled to 2, and then she would not violate him again for those counts, but understand it could still be addressed in the report.
Uh,
I mean, now I know he's being charged, so I'm gonna know what if he gets convicted too, so.
I'm familiar of the way it will be addressed in the report, Your Honor. And
If we want to wait, we can wait. It's fine.
I think we want to wait.
Fine. So Miss Adams, when would be the next day that you would like me to adjourn this case to?
I would say April 5th is probably best.
April 5?
Yes.
Okay. So Miss Underwood, we will set this over to April 5.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And that'll be at what time, Miss Adams?
8:30 unless you think a different time would be better.
No, I'll go with you. All right, so, and that'll be via Zoom. So we'll see back Mr. Santiago on April 5th at 8:30 in the morning, all right?
Yeah.
And let me see something here real quick. Yep, he's got a bond, cash bond, so, okay. All right, thank you, Mr. Santiago, you're all set. Okay. Is anybody in here a client of Miss Underwood? No, okay. Client of Mr. Malaro? No, okay.
You know.
Judge, I
You have
think
Miss Rice though, right?
And Rice and,
Miss Rice is in back. No,
no, she's not here yet.
Who's in
Rice.
back?
I'm here for Christopher Lee.
okay. Okay, who are you here for?
Spiegel.
Okay, you're not Spiegel though.
Well, I'm Spiegel, but I'm not in front of you.
Okay,
Uh,
okay. All right,
Judge, the last client signed off from the jail.
yeah, I know that. Maybe they're calling in from a different room. Maybe. Oh, got the jail back, Miss Underwood. All right. All right, from the jail, who do I have?
Andrew Green.
All right, let me grab your file. All right, this is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Andrew Michael Green, file number 2022-20721FH. I have Rhonda Underwood appearing on behalf of Mr. Green. This is a date time set for sentencing on a violation of probation. Mr. Green, have you had an opportunity to read and review the pre-sentence report?
Yeah, so I got cut off yesterday. I was going over with Rhonda and then I got cut off, so.
Miss Underwood, do you need just one more minute with him or?
Mr. Green, do we need another minute?
Yeah, if you can, I wanted to talk to you about this.
Okay, all right, so I'm gonna open up the breakout room. And there you go. Go ahead and join that breakout room. I see there, Mr. Malaro, they extended Anzalone's contract with the Lions for another 3 years.
Right.
18.75 million.
Are you in as well, at least?
No, I'm not in as well. No,
Yeah, but Jamal went to the Saints.
no, I saw that. All right, let me close that breakout room. All right, so Mr. Green, have you now had an opportunity to discuss the pre-sentence report fully with Ms. Underwood?
Yes.
Are you
I am.
satisfied with Ms. Underwood as your attorney and the advice that she's given you?
Yes, I am.
All right, Ms. Underwood, do you wish to explain or challenge the accuracy or relevancy of any information in the pre-sentence report?
I do not, Your Honor. We do not.
All right, before the court passes sentence, Is there anything you'd like to say on behalf of Mr. Green?
Your Honor, Mr. Green understands that he screwed up badly. Mr. Green also understands that he does have a substance abuse issue he needs to address. And I think the rehabilitation recommendation, he fully intends to comply with that. The one thing I wish to address, Your Honor, is prior to his incarceration here, Mr. Green was brought here from the Jackson County Jail, I believe it was, where he did 6 months in jail. So Mr. Green has been incarcerated for about 7 months, Your Honor. I would hope that the court would take that into consideration and that there would be no delay if the court so sentences to getting Mr. Green into a rehab bed, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Green, anything you'd like to say on your own behalf?
I just asked that my time I have and would be recognized. She said it all for me. Thank you.
All right. So, Mr. Green, in the last couple of weeks, we've lost like 3 clients because they get out of jail, they overdose, and they're dead. And I don't know if there's something bad going around right now they're cutting with. I don't know what it is. I don't know what's going on. But, you know, you're getting opportunities to do treatment. You know, it's time. You're a relatively young man. It's time for you to start taking this seriously. So it's a sentence of the court that your probation will be continued. You will serve 6 months in Lenawee County Jail. We'll give you credit for 14 days. And that you may be released to a residential treatment program when a bed becomes available. If you don't go, if you don't show up, if you don't go to the rehab program, and we get you again, you're not going to get out of jail. Do you understand that?
Yeah. So I can go to rehab now or in 6 months.
No, as soon as a bed's available.
Oh, all right. That's cool. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Now, Mr. Green, you do have the right to appeal this sentence. We're going to send over to the jail 3 copies of your notice of right to appellate review. Sign 1 copy for our records. The other copies are for yours. If you wish to appeal the sentence, you would fill out the information on the form and mail it to the address listed on the form within 42 days. You understand?
Yes.
So, Mr. Green, if they get a bed for you, go stay in the program, because if you leave the program or get kicked out, that's a violation of probation.
All right. I will. I'll stay in there.
Okay. All right. Good luck to you. Thank you. You're all
Yeah,
set.
thank you. How do my people, do they get a hold of the probation department to try to help me get it set up, or will they set it up for me?
Probation will set that up.
Oh, all
Is that
right.
correct, Ms. Walsh?
That is correct. We don't need several calls from family or anybody else.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Mr. Malaro, you're here on Rice, right?
Correct.
And who else are you here on?
Evelyn Bell.
That got dismissed.
Oh. Does she know that?
Yeah, she was here.
Oh,
Because it was a contempt of court for bond conditions, but then I already sentenced her.
yeah, I told her just show up. Yeah, I thought you was.
Yeah, so I dismissed it.
I got here like 6 after.
No, you didn't.
My wife.
You got here like 16 after.
All right, so she got taken care of. Yeah, I told her yesterday, she called frantic. I said, she already been sentenced. She just wants you to show up. You show up, I'm sure.
Next she showed up.
Okay, so we're just waiting on this, right?
Yeah, so
Are we gonna do the
Yes.
arraignment on Josh Dewey this morning too? Do we know?
that's at 1:30.
Oh, I thought it was this morning. Okay.
No, but you're welcome to stay around.
I have Miss Rice too, so I guess I'm waiting on her.
Okay,
And I can come up for that too if she shows up. If that's
it's
easier.
up to you. Mr. Malaro's in person. If you want to, you can.
Yeah. Okay, I will. I'll log out then. Thanks.
Uh-huh. All right. Becky, the jail knows to keep people coming.
That is what I told him, but I will call him again.
Okay, you want the bad one first, yeah? I don't know, but we want to throw it off. Like 20 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Good morning, everybody. How are you? Yeah. So after you.
Hey, Rhonda,
Yes, Jennifer.
who do you have in Judge Olsaber?
Robert Bremen and is it Kyle Rombach?
Oh, okay. Just curious. I'm covering Bremen for Agent Moore, so. Just wondered. They can't do anything without us then.
I'm
No,
gonna be,
I'm not
I'm gonna
letting,
be backed up.
I'm not letting either of you leave, so. Stop.
Oh, no, should I go get, I better get something to write on.
I can just give you, I printed extra.
Okay.
Thanks. Just if she needs. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, cause
Yep. Yeah, I'll write it back. No, I was gonna try to tell you.
Judge, did you get a copy of the plea in this case as well?
Who is this, right?
Miss Rice. She's supposed to be in Ringley, but she said that before too, so, but I can give you a copy.
I don't. I mean, it may be somewhere, but
Should I give her that?
Mr. Valaro, is that Miss Rice?
Yes, it is.
Are you ready to proceed on her?
Judge, I spoke to her briefly. I told her, think about what I told her, and then she's ready to go.
Okay,
Sorry. I just wanted to make sure we're. No. She's from
Granville, but it's on the next one, Granville, no.
Yeah. No. So are we still going to? Well, I mean, are you?
Yeah.
Well, you're ill. No, I'm sure it's fine. I haven't talked to the all witnesses to see. But if they. Do you want this?
Yeah.
thank you, Miss Adams. All right, who do I have joining me from the jail?
Christopher Lape.
All right, so Mr. Lake, let me grab your file. Okay, this is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Christopher David Lake, file number 2022-20901H. I have Ron Underwood appearing on behalf of Mr. Lake. Mr. Lake is present from Illinois County Jail. So Mr. Lake, this is a date and time set for sentencing in this matter. Have you had an opportunity to read and review the updated probation violation report?
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
Have you had an opportunity to discuss that report with Ms. Underwood?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, are you satisfied with Ms. Underwood as your attorney and the advice that she has given?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Underwood, do you wish to explain or challenge the accuracy or relevancy of any information in the probation violation report?
Your Honor, at this time, I believe, Mr. Lape, the recommendation is that Mr. Lape be screened for drug court. I have sent that request in, and I believe we would like to ask for a brief adjournment for that to be done, Your Honor.
Okay, all right, and he may be on the agenda for drug court today, I'm not sure. All right, okay, so we can do that. My next available is April 5th at 8 a.m.
That's fine, Your Honor. Thank you.
All So Mr. Late, we'll have you screened for, drug court. And we will see you back here on April 5 at 8 AM. And, someone will come talk to you about adult drug treatment court, and we'll see you back on that day. All right?
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Late. Okay, Mr. Millar. Okay. File.
And I sent you an
Ready,
email.
Judge?
I'm sorry.
I sent you an email.
All right, this is. Come on, I'm just printing out the form. All right, this is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Stephanie Rice. There are two files, file number 2022-20716 FH and 2021-20664 FH. I did not. I don't have both files. Yes, there we go. I got both files. So this is a date and time set for a pretrial conference in this matter. Ms. Rice, thank you for coming in person. All parties are present in person. This is the date and time, as I said, for a pretrial. Both of these files, I have received the agreement form from Ms. Meir. Mr. Millar, did you receive that form as well?
I have, Your Honor.
All right, so let me look at this. So it looks like the plea offer is she's to plead to count 1 on both of these files, which is aggravated stalking, and the other counts, as well as any PPO violations related to these files, would be dismissed. Is that a correct recitation of the plea?
So 2 quick changes to that on one of the PPO because there's a number of PPO violations pending in front of Judge Olsaber, and I would just ask for a plea to one of those and the rest would be dismissed. And there also, if the court recalls, we had a COPS conference on November 1st, 2022 in this case. And I have that reflected in the plea agreement that you did give her a COPS evaluation wherein you would sentence her to 6 months in Lenawee County Jail, but deferred upon any violation. Otherwise, that is the entirety of the plea agreement at this time.
Okay, so there's a PPO violation and you want her to plead to that today?
If she's pleading, yes. I don't know if she is or not.
Judge, for the record, I've reviewed these terms with Ms. Rice prior, and again in the hallway, gave her a few moments to think about what we discussed. And it's my understanding she would like to proceed to trial on all matters.
Okay, okay.
That being said, Your Honor, our original trial date was April 4th, 2023, and normally at final pre-trials, I will have checked with my witnesses, make sure everyone's all available those days. I haven't done that just because I was kind of waiting to see if there was going to be a plea agreement. I don't anticipate there being any issue with the 4th. I just, full transparency, if something comes up, I will let Mr. Millar know right away. But the second piece that I have not done that I intended to do in these cases is file a motion to consolidate them, because they are both aggravated stalkings. They're 2 different victims. However, it's very similar concept.
So I don't have any court dates available to hear a motion to consolidate.
Okay, that's what I was
I'm
wondering.
gonna be gone. I'm gone now until trial.
Yeah, and so I was gonna make an oral motion today to see if defense would stipulate to that. If they don't, then I would have to file a motion. I don't know if that's something we can hear day of trial or day before trial, and I could kind of plan it accordingly for it to go either way.
Your Honor, I would not be in a position to stipulate to consolidation.
Okay, the motion deadline was March 15th.
It was yesterday, yeah.
So at this point, I'm going to deny your motion because I'm just not, one, deadline's passed, and two.
Okay.
Okay, so, a couple things, I'm gonna look at bond conditions here. Okay, so, ma'am, I'm gonna ask for you to drug test today. And, so, evidently, because she didn't show up yesterday, we already dismissed the jury for April 4th. So there's not gonna be a trial April 4th. So we need to set another trial date, but I do, Ms. Adams, so I'll need another trial date, which gives you, another scheduling order, so.
I have also, and I don't know if Mr. Millar recalls this because it has been almost a year now, but back in May of 2022, I did file a notice of intent to use other acts. We've not received any objection to that, so at this time, I'm going to use that, I guess, as my basis for consolidation, because that notice has been in for quite some time in this case.
Okay. All right, so Ms. Adams, I'm looking for a 2-day trial date, please.
Okay.
It could be like the next one, I don't know, if the next trial is someone in person or.
Yeah, I'm just looking to see
Yeah.
if this is in jail.
They all seem to follow. Miss Holly, would you or Miss Walsh be able to drug test?
Walsh is over there.
Alright. Who is Miss Walsh?
Judge, I think she should probably go down to district court. We don't do urine testing over here anymore.
Miss Adams, could you have Darren Coast set that up in district court for me?
Okay. Also, your next trial would be April 18th, and he is in jail.
Who is it?
Jake Klein.
Let's set it for April 18.
Oh, that's the AG case.
Um,
That trial is just on the Attorney General case, not another, so. Shouldn't be a big deal.
What's the date, April 18th?
April 18th, I think you're on Jake Klein, aren't you, Mr. Blau?
No.
I have
Miss
Ron.
Lamar is.
I'm on Jake Klein.
All right. So we'll set this for April 18th at 9 AM for trial, and that'll be on file number 21-20664 FH. And scheduling order, and that'll be in person too, okay? All right, and so,
Judge said a 9 o'clock
Yes.
start.
So 9 o'clock, yeah.
so I should. So I don't see that anybody filed the jury instructions or anything, so I will set April 6th as a deadline for voir dire questions and jury questions. And all right. So I filled out a scheduling order. I'm gonna get you a copy of it, Ms. Rice, before you leave today. But I do, before you leave, I want you to test and come back up here, okay?
Judge, I just talked to Mr. Coast. He said to have her meet him in the hallway and he will walk her down to district court to get that done.
Okay. And then you need to come back up here because I'll get the results, all right? Then I may amend your bond conditions.
And is it possible to get a motion date then today? Assuming he's gonna object.
Go in the hallway.
Thank you.
You do what Darren Coast tells you to do first. Okay?
And then I am going to, I'm looking through her bond conditions. I'm also going to order that she's not to use any illegal controlled substances or possess any paraphernalia. So we'll amend those bond conditions today, and then we'll have her sign those. So you gotta stick around, go do that with Mr. Coast, come back, or have you sign your new bond conditions, get a copy of your notice for your trial date, all right?
Your Honor, she also has to appear in the Gold State Court.
Yep, gotta go there.
Go prepare in the hallway. You know Darren, right?
Me that she appear and go get a retrial.
Yeah, we could do that.
Okay.
I gotta go there
For
anyway.
that meeting.
Yeah.
And then she doesn't have to go in there,
Okay, that's fine.
because I gotta get downstairs to the district court, we're kind of short people today.
All right, Ms. Underwood, who do I have joining me from the jail?
That is Mr. Sines, Your Honor.
All right, so this is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus David Royal Signs, file number 2022-20802 FH, 2022-20803 FH, 2022-20804 FH, and 2022-20805 FH. This is the date and time of schedule for sentencing on violation of probation. Mr. Sines, have you had an opportunity to read and review the updated probation violation report?
Yes, Your Honor, I have.
Okay, have you had an opportunity to discuss that with Ms. Underwood?
Yes, I did yesterday, Your Honor.
All right, are you satisfied with Ms. Underwood as your attorney and the advice that she has given you?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Do you, Ms. Underwood, wish to explain or challenge the accuracy or relevancy of any information in the pre-sentence report?
We do not, Your Honor.
All right, before the court passes sentence, is there anything you'd like to say on behalf of your client, Ms. Underwood?
Just that I believe the recommendation is appropriate, Your Honor. Mr. Sines needs to take the next 18 months and complete this probation and get his life trending in a way that is positive, Your Honor. So he has some positive areas to go out into the world with. And he can do that. I believe he was on the right track, getting in with Martin Rea and things like that. So we would ask that the court place Mr. Sines back on probation and that he complete that.
All right, Mr. Sines, is there anything you'd like to say on your own behalf?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Well, it is the sense of the court that your probation on all 4 files will be continued. And he's just getting,
You already did 30 days.
so just the credit, right? I'll give you credit for the 30 days you served on each of these files. And then Mr. Sines, Ms. Holly has access to recommendations for programming in the community that could help you. So, you need to follow through on any recommendations she makes, okay, Mr. Sines?
Yes, Your Honor.
Right, you'll be released today, report to probation next Tuesday at 8 a.m.
Yes.
All right, so Mr. Sines, report to Ms. Holly next Tuesday at 8 a.m., all right?
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Science.
That's it for me. Did you need me to do anything?
No, I have Miss Walsh on Spiegel, and I think that's all I had this morning.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so we're just waiting on Miss Spiegel, Miss Underwood.
That's correct, Your Honor. I'm sorry, I'm a little stuffed up.
I think everybody is right now. The stupid weather. We've had more winter in March than we've had all winter, and my sinuses in my head are all blah.
It is so nice having Darren up here.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
It was, the best thing we did was hire a pretrial services coordinator. Well, every county had one but us. So, you know, it's wonderful, and Mr. Coast is amazing. So
yes,
it's great.
it is very
I
nice.
can tell you, we fully concur with that.
Oh, yeah, it's wonderful.
Yes.